Hello class, I hope everyone is having a great night. As a future educator, I believe that the disposition I possess that will allow me to be a successful teacher is the professional disposition of learners and high expectations. I am a firm believer that high expectations promote both students with academic achievement and facilitates learning in a positive image. I believe having high expectations as an educator will lead to higher levels of engagement due to being able to individualize my instruction for each student based on his or her needs. I also believe as a paraeducator, I know each of my students' interests and abilities and utilize that whenever I'm working with them or aiding in de-escalations. This allows me to personalize any interaction I have with each student to get better results with our engagement and work. One disposition that I'll have to work on before entering the classroom is reflection. I have a tendency to avoid seeking feedback from others because I take it to heart at times. It was something I had to work on in college during soccer and is still something I'm working on with my career. I am a perfectionist at times, and when I receive feedback, I tend to shut down and think I'm doing it all wrong, when in reality, it's just something I slightly need to fix. I plan to reach out and request feedback when it comes to student teaching, as well as when observations are done during my first year of teaching. I believe a good teacher demonstrates their ability to understand other cultures, genders, and learning differences to build stronger relationships with students and their families by seeking to understand complex issues in order to solve problems both independently and collaboratively with other fellow teachers to fully understand how they can maximize their skills in building strong relationships with students. As an elementary school paraeducator, it's essential to have a disposition towards empathy in order to be successful. Being able to empathize and understand your students' feelings and what they're going through either at that current moment, home life, or mental health is important in building stronger relationships with your students. As a teacher, if I have a bias, my student strategies will become very isolated. I will only see the side of my students who I choose to see. I will only teach those who are easy to handle and never give me much stress. As someone who works in a low-income school district, bias is something that you can have a negative impact on the students. You should show the same compassion towards each student, no matter what their situation can be like at home. As previously mentioned, reflection is one disposition that I need to work on, and being able to use annual feedback from my observations and student performance is something I look forward to, especially during my first year of teaching. It will allow me to receive feedback so I can either adjust something better or be given the feedback to change something up with my teaching style. This will also allow other insights into my strengths and weaknesses of my teaching practice and can help identify any training that needs to be brought out so I can reach my full potential as an educator. This will also allow me to be more of a reflective and intentional teacher. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my video, and I hope you have a great night.